from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start.
Defense.
You gotta be kidding me.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They run from the shotgun. Murray. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
At the 40.
And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. 18 carries, 6 yards. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Third, shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And they'll be led out by a late signee this year, their 31-year-old quarterback. It's Cam Newton.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
At the 30-yard.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
And Jefferson.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Patriots.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
At that throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam in field.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done. Going to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
on 3rd and goal. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. So the defense split, and that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Van Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So the big play. Off the drive, set him up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a give. This is Murray. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Murray, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Denver.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing now is Kaepernick. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
40-yard line.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
I think Josh Uche has got to be one of the poster guys for perseverance. Remember, he didn't start any games at Michigan in his first 3 years. But his final year on campus, he showed just how dangerous he could be as a blitzer, as we just saw there. Great speed and athleticism for a linebacker. He's going to be hard to slow down coming off the edge.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards. Out of the gun, Newton. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Van Jefferson, the rookie wideout, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Van Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. It's been a good 1st half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Newton. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the...
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. On 1st down, Murray. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Murray, the ball carrier.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He was tackled.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made.
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st down, Denver.
Here's the 3rd-year man from Oregon. It's Royce Freeman. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Royce Freeman, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Lining up for the extra point.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Damiere Byrd returning it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Murray, the ball carrier.
2nd down and 8.
At the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now.
Latavius Murray.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5. First down, Denver. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 52 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the delay, this is Murray. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That's complete right around the 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, Kaepernick. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we read. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
28, Broncos 10.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Newton's pass.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Newton. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And his throw here is incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's 2nd down. To throw again. Newton to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
Kaepernick's pass intended for Jerry.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Van Jefferson, 30 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go with Murray again. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
He's brought down at the 31. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Mike 56.
To throw is Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Murray, the ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Bird to return. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Van Jefferson, 50 yards. And the Patriots are pouring it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down again. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's third and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack.
56, check 56.
Here's Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And the return will stop right around the 25. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
25-yard line.
Throwing again. Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. On first and 10, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Van Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this one through the uprights and good. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back now in Foxborough.
Broncos 10.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Kaepernick wants to throw on third and 1. He's got the hook up to Lee. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on third and 1. Not the case. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
47-yard line.
56, Mike.
Again, it's Kaepernick. Completes it to Lee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
To Marquise Lee.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Kaepernick again. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Josh Uche.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not one. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lorenzo Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's third and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And that one drops incomplete as he got stopped as he was throwing it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punt.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Newton's pass intercepted by the Broncos.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, torn 26 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Newton. That's complete right side to Asiasi. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. But it's going to be 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Newton, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
On the play. 1st down, Broncos.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and a short return to the 6-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe it.
And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown, Patriots.
The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Denver.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Sutton, now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Cortland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Down and 10.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Goes back to Sutton. This time completes it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 28. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Kaepernick now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 43 yards. Boy, another big play late here for him. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Newton's pass intercepted by the Broncos.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Kaepernick now on first down. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton.
Kaepernick's pass.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Denver.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. The 40, 20,
What a play.
10, 5. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Down and goal at
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
the quarterback sack. A loss of 6 yards.